Welcome, everyone, to NBA action here on 2K Sports. Wednesday in the NBA. It's the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Portland Trail Blazers. And that's all for now. Time to hand it over to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. I'll be back with more at halftime.
Stood out was they defended at a high level without committing a lot of fouls. That takes discipline and smarts.
Clark, as you said about that Spurs team, just a team that does not foul very often, doesn't give away free points. And, Steve, they led the league in fewest fouls last season.
Well, that's part of Greg Popovich's mantra. I mean, don't give up anything easy. You can't guard a free throw, obviously. You can't guard a fast break. So important for the Spurs to avoid fouls and take care of the basketball and be efficient offensively, and that helps their D.
Here's Duncan. He passes to Johnson. Here's Ellie. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Johnson. Trying his luck deep. Portland grabs the miss. Outside Pippen. There's the feed to Stoudemire. Back to Pippen. For the three. And the basket good. Pippen's got himself on the board with 3 there.
He can be a forgotten man in the offense sometimes, but the defense still needs to keep an eye on him.
Robinson a screen on Smith. Ellie kicks to Robinson. Johnson.
That's a quick foul to pick up here in the opening quarter.
There's a screen by Robinson. Now the pass to Ellie. He dishes it to Duncan. Spurs working the ball around now. Just 4 to shoot. It's stolen by Stoudemire. And now Portland on the break. Passes to Wallace. Dishes it to Pippen. Nails the wide open jump shot. Pippen's got 5 now.
Well, I tell you what, Greg Popovich, a really impressive leader for the Spurs. He's able to keep all of his players locked into what's best for the team. Has a military background, played basketball and studied at the Air Force Academy before serving 5 years in the Air Force. And you know some of the leadership that he brings to his position was learned from his past experiences.
A chance now to go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with Mike Dunleavy.
Yes, Kevin, he told me that when you're playing against a team that can finish inside as efficiently as this team does, they don't want to allow any looks easily on the interior. He said if they can limit them in that department, they'll be in good shape.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Stoudemire, no good. And Clark, you mentioned Pop's time at the Air Force Academy. That's where he got his start in the coaching ranks.
Yeah, 6 years as an assistant there. He was head coach at Pomona, an assistant coach with the Golden State Warriors and the Spurs, and eventually moved into the front office in San Antonio. But wow, what an amazing run it's been for him. 17 years as the head coach of the Spurs.
That free throw good from Duncan.
You know, the Blazers found themselves, guys, near the bottom of the West last season, and typically when that happens, you struggle against the rest of the conference, and that was certainly the case for Portland.
And he can't hit the second. Portland did have their problems, as you say, Clark, against the West. A big part of it was late in the season. They were beat up and lost their last 13 games of the year. Steve, mostly those losses coming to Western teams.
Well, that was a big slide for them. And, you know, they probably made their 18-34 mark in the conference seem probably a little worse than it should have. But look, they were out of the playoffs. They lost their edge, and they were playing a lot of young people. I think this is a team that has a chance to make a big comeback.
So it's the Spurs now after the missed three from Smith. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Elliott. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Stoudemire kicks to Pippen. On the wing, Wallace. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
I'll tell you what I love about him, his ability to finish even while absorbing contact. He is so strong, even with defenders hanging all over him. He continues to finish at the basket.
And I'll tell you one more thing about him, Steve. He sets a screen maybe better than anybody. And if he rolls off of it, he gets the ball and gets a clean look. It's automatic.
Free throw good, Wallace.
And what an amazing run it was for the Spurs last year in the postseason. You know, swept the Lakers, survived Golden State, and then dismantled Memphis on their way to the NBA Finals. And then, of course, were seconds away from another championship banner.
Kersey's checked in for Elliott. Well, getting back to the Spurs, they look better and better as they went deeper into the playoffs, Clark. Heat were thought to be the heavy favorites at the start of the NBA postseason. But when they met in the finals, thoughts on who would win, I think, were pretty much split.
Yeah, and eventually, you know, this was one heck of a series because the Spurs not only had experience and talent, but they had multiple options offensively and did such a terrific job sharing the ball. They took the Miami Heat to the limit, but at the end of the day, it came down to LeBron James and Dwayne Wade rising to the challenge.
That bounce pass got him the ball in rhythm. Nice play.
Johnson outside. Ellie passes to Duncan. Wallace on him. Ring shot on the way. Another shot. Here's Stoudemire. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. There's the dish to Pippen. Fires from deep. And the rebound goes to Duncan. Duncan's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Now Johnson. Pass to Kersey. Here's Ellie. From deep three-point range, Stoudemire grabs the miss. Portland leading by 5. Ahead, Smith. And he misses the fast break layup.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job. Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Trailblazers have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Anthony with it, now guarded by Porter. He feeds it to Shrimp. From 18 feet away, they get it again. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Portland.
Now, Kevin, in the first half of play, they're really closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity defensively.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
The free throw drops for Grant.
You know, guys, Portland had one of the worst benches in the history of the league last season. You know, they didn't get much contribution there. It was almost like they went into every game playing 5 versus 12.
Backing down is Rose. Left side Rose. Shoots off the step back. And that one's good by Porter. Trailblazers leading by 4. Well, as Clark was talking about when referring to the Blazers, the bench scoring was a big problem for him as they didn't have anyone really outside the starting 5 that Steve could be counted on for 7 points or more a game.
Yeah, look, the NBA game is 48 minutes long. It's tough to survive for those full 4 quarters when you have no offensive punch off the bench. But I think this offseason they added a lot of firepower, a lot of scoring in reserve. And we'll see if that makes a difference for this team this year.
And here's Rose after the three-pointer from Anthony. Rose kicks to Porter. Clock at 4. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
The Spurs making a switch here. Here's Wells. Down with both hands.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
Well, now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Walker with a screen for Porter. Porter gets a screen from Walker. Porter dishes to Walker. Rose sets the screen for Walker. 5 on the clock. Tries to save it. The drive by Anthony. It's blocked by Porter. With some arc. Rejected by Anthony.
And the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. A foul to save the layup. Make him earn it at the line.
San Antonio shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Well, you look at last season's numbers, guys. Down below 70% as a team from the line.
And, you know, there was plenty of blame to go around for that. I mean, it wasn't just 1 or 2 guys. I mean, for the most part, the entire team struggled.
That's good from Spencer.
The Spurs would end up as the 2nd seed in the West and were right in the hunt for being the top seed for the majority of last season. But one reason they fell short was that they just weren't as good as they needed to be during in-conference games.
So he gets them both. Trailblazers leading by 7. 52 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Anthony kicks to Schrempf. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Going back to the Spurs, they did well against the West, but Steve didn't come close to matching the win totals of every other top team in the West.
Yeah, they would end the season with a 33-19 conference record, which, you know, is pretty good, but still only 5th best in the West. It shows you how strong the Western Conference was a year ago, particularly at the top.
Shot clock at 6. That is good.
The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
Pass to Schrempf. Off the pick. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Trailblazers out in front. They lead by... And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys. What do you think they're doing or not doing?
It was pretty impressive the way they moved the ball, made the extra pass, and found open shooters that whole quarter.
Yeah, it's been a complete team effort out there. Great to watch.
Trailblazers leading by 7. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Gentlemen, last year, Greg Popovich received a $250,000 fine from the league for sitting out his starters in that game against Miami. They cracked down, but it wasn't the first time he'd rested his top players on a back-to-back. Pop explained the philosophy this way, saying, quote, "We're making a wiser decision and not a macho decision. It's about health and safety of players so that we have a shot at the end of the year. If I was taking my son or daughter to the game, I'd be disappointed. So I understand that perspective. Hopefully, they'll understand my perspective. My priority is the basketball team and what is best for it. Guys, it's always a balancing act."
It certainly is. Thank you, Doris. Duncan, he's checked in for San Antonio. And finished off by Rose.
Maybe that'll ignite him. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geeked.
That's what those alley-oops do, though.
Here's Anthony after the made shot from Rose. Here's Wells. And a miss there on the triple. Here is Elliott. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And that one's good by Porter.
Yeah, something that makes him hard to defend is his ability to receive a pass and get off an accurate shot in one quick, fluid motion. So you better beware of where he is on the floor at all times.
One of the premier catch-and-shoot guys in the league, Steve. There's no question about it.
So it's the Spurs now after the miss from Schrempf. Daniels passes to Porter. Kicks it to Duncan. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D, I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
So it's Portland now after the basket by San Antonio. Duncan against Schrempf. Back to Anthony. Feeds it to Schrempf. 6 on the shot clock. Connects from three-point range. Schrempf's got his second bucket of the night.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Duncan, Schrempf cover. Duncan kicks to Rose. Daniels, Spurs passing it around. Backing him down is Duncan. Goes up on the block, and the basket good. A bank shot that time. Duncan's got 4 points in the quarter. For Portland, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Now a timeout called by Portland.
Well, for the Portland Trailblazers, a new training staff hired over from Oklahoma City. They let go of their previous trainer who'd been with the team for 19 seasons. You know, fair or not, I think the seed got hot after all the injuries that were really devastating this team.
And the Spurs making a change here. Smith dishes to Pippen. Portland no good that time either. And for the Blazers, statistically the most injured team in the NBA, Clark, from 2009 through 2012.
And the new training staff is advanced in not just injury treatment, but injury prevention. And that's key, using strength bands, recording baseline measurements for muscle strength and flexibility, even using Eastern medicine. So they're not leaving any stone unturned. Well, I think this is one of the more amazing stats in sports when you think about it. No matter the season or the roster, the Spurs just seem to find ways to win 50 games. They've done it 14 straight seasons now, which is off the charts.
He misses the free throw. And Clark, as you said, the Spurs last season hitting 50 wins for the 14th consecutive season. By the way, that's an NBA record. Second closest were the Lakers, with 12 straight, Steve, from 79 to 91.
Yeah, 58 wins last season for San Antonio. Greg Popovich calls it corporate knowledge, just the consistency that comes with the experience of the group. And they've been together so long, particularly that core, that I think it allows the Spurs to really kind of cruise at times during the regular season.
Now, here is Smith. It's Pippen on the wing. He kicks to Schrempf. 6 to shoot. Here's Stoudemire. But they recover it. Pippen, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Well, that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active, be energetic, and react as soon as the shot goes up.
Jermaine O'Neal checked in for Detlef Schrempf. The Portland may have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game.
You know, even though it was a down year for the Blazers in terms of their overall record last year, they still enjoyed quite a bit of success at home. It's one of the better home court advantages in the league.
Now, here is Robinson. Oh, yes, the turnaround. Robinson's got his second bucket. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Pippen kicks to Stoudemire. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Back to Pippen. Let's go. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And for the Blazers, as you said, not the year they wanted. But, Steve, they still managed to finish 22-19 here in Portland.
Well, it's a young team, very talented starting 5, but very little depth. And I think over the course of an 82-game season, the lack of bench help really cost Portland. A lot to be excited about, some good young talent, and a home court that traditionally has been very positive for this team.
Now, here is O'Neal after the miss from Robinson. Daniels with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And there's the feed to Jackson. The pass to Daniels. Three-pointer. Daniels has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
No matter who it is, that kind of defense is not going to cut it.
Outside Pippen. He passes to Smith. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
You got to like the consistency they're showing with that mid-range shot.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
First free throw is good. The Spurs making a switch here. Ellie's checked in. Both free throws good from Smith.
He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
Johnson with it. Now Stoudemire defending. From 13. Passes it to Ellie. He dishes it to Johnson. Duncan with a screen on Stoudemire. Johnson kicks to Duncan. Goes back up. And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. Percy's checked in for Jackson. And so it's San Antonio with it. They trail by 1. Here's Johnson. Stoudemire with the defensive effort.
Had a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss.
Smith on the wing. Guarded by Ellie. Lets it go from 14. Smith's shot is good. Smith's got 6.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Captain.
Pass to Ellie. Dishes it to Duncan. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
What a great little run he's on here in the quarter.
The Spurs shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. Trailblazers have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Stoudemire, the pass to Wallace. Pippen. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. No good from outside.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
From outside the arc. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Pippen's got 11. 1:41 left now here in the second. Pass to Ellie. Robinson inside. Gets it to go. Portland leading. Now here's Pippen. 11 points in the game. Stoudemire, here we go. Back to Pippen. Stoudemire outside. Clock at 6. Stoudemire right side. And it's blocked. They recover it. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. San Antonio trailing here. Johnson outside. There's the dish to Duncan. The jump hook can't hit. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Smith outside. Duncan against Pippen. Back to Smith. No one near him. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen. And it's 8 points for Smith. Spurs trail by 3. There's the pass to Ellie. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Johnson, the pass to Ellie. He feeds it to Duncan. On the left block. Blocked.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
With 1 on the clock, no good on the buzzer beater. And we're through 2 here and a good one. Trailblazers lead by 3. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Welcome. I'm Damon Bruce. A great game going on.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. If you look at Scottie Pippen, he's really been playing well.
He went off in the first 2 quarters, guys, as he's capable of doing. We might see some changes here in the defensive approach they use on him in the second half.
Yeah, they've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him like he has been.
Now here's Wallace. Stoudemire dishes to Pippen. Shot clock at 5. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Pippen's got the first basket of the third quarter for Portland. Spurs trail by 5. Johnson with it. Now Stoudemire defender. Here's Robinson. No luck. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Elliott against Pippen. Wallace kicks to Stoudemire. And another 3 for Portland.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Spurs shooting here about 46% for the game. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Johnson, the pass to Duncan. Gets the bucket. Duncan's got 11. Trailblazers leading by 6. Stoudemire outside. Wallace. And again, it's Portland converting.
Still went down, but with no defense anywhere near him, he might as well just go straight up. No need to fade away.
Johnson kicks to Robinson. Lets it fly from 18. And the Spurs scoring again. Now a timeout called by Portland. Here's Smith. 8 points for him. Outside Pippen. Stoudemire with a screen on Elliott. Fades away. And they will call over the back on the play.
Yeah, that was kind of clumsy looking. He was not going to get away with that.
He climbed all over him like he was on the ladder. I mean, that's an easy over-the-back call there.
Spurs trail by 6. Johnson outside. Robinson. Turnaround Jay. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Stoudemire's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Smith drives in. Back to Stoudemire. Kicks to Wallace. Wallace left side. Back to Stoudemire. 6 to shoot. Shoots. And Portland again with the bucket.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Spurs have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Johnson off the pick from Robinson. Johnson dishes to Duncan. That's good. Duncan's got 4 this quarter.
And that's why teams emphasize the use of screens and picks just to get you some open looks like that one.
Ellie against Smith. Back to Stoudemire. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. The Trailblazers have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. The first free throw is good. The Spurs making a switch here. And both free throws good for Stoudemire. And here is Johnson. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. He passes to Kersey. Here's Ellie, guarded by Pippen. Ellie passes to Walker. 4 on the shot clock. Johnson. And another basket for San Antonio. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Stoudemire against Johnson. Here's Smith. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
Passes it to Kersey. Here's Ellie. Pass to Kersey. 6 on the shot clock. Just his first attempt. No luck. Nice D from Pippen. Trailblazers leading by 6. Low block shot. Gets it to go. Pippen's got 15 points. Spurs have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Walker is screen on Stoudemire. Johnson attacking. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Well, he earned that one. Took the hit and still found a way to knock it down.
Yeah, fantastic body control. And the will to get it done. You like that focus.
San Antonio making a switch here. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Free throw no good for Johnson. Portland's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Pass to Wells. Anthony right side. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Walker. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Trailblazers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Feeds it to Anthony. In close. Shot clock at 6. The shot's good from Wells. Now Johnson. And there's the pass to Kersey. Walker. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Robinson. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Take a look at the numbers in this one for Robinson. He has 8 points and a block.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And how about the touch they've displayed from long range, guys? I mean, as a team, they are really shooting the ball well and executing from the perimeter.
He's off on the first. A different look now for San Antonio. Elliott's checked in for Walker. And it's Jackson in for Kersey. And he's good on the second. Trailblazers leading by 6.
Get out of here, San Antonio!
Outside Anthony. It's stolen by Duncan. Now here's Porter. Not a lot of room. Portland grabs the miss. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. He kicks it to Wallace. The feed to Anthony. There's a minute 47 left to play in the third. Just 5 on the clock. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
You know, with all the shots they've knocked down here in the second half, their field goal percentage has crossed the 50% mark.
Well, and that usually leads to a win. I mean, this is just very efficient offense that we're seeing tonight.
Now here's Jackson. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. He passes to Elliott. Shot is blocked. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. Wallace outside. 58 seconds left in the third quarter. Deep 2 from Anthony. And again, it's Portland converted. Spurs trail by 11. Here is Porter. He has 6. A step-back shot here, and that one's good. Porter's got 8 points.
You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
32 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. He dishes it to Wallace. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Wallace has got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, big man with very soft hands and a nice touch around the hoop.
Duncan with the screen for Porter. Jackson. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Great defense there. You really have to challenge him at that range.
Anthony with it. 3 seconds left. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double digit. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Spurs trail by 11. Now here's Porter. Dishes to Rhodes. And it's sent back by Wallace. Here's Walker. Knocked loose.
Well, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding when you look at the numbers, but it certainly feels a lot bigger than it is.
Well, the score has a lot to do with that, Clark. Just based on that, you'd think the rebounding gap would be huge.
Now here's Stoudemire. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. Johnson, he's checked in for the Spurs. And Smith backing in. 5 to shoot. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Stoudemire is guarded by Johnson. That's good. And that's now 9 points for Stoudemire. Spurs trail by 13. Johnson outside. On the wing, Daniels. Down to 5 on the shot clock. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Buried from 15 feet out. Trailblazers leading by 11. Outside Pippen. Smith on the wing. Back to Pippen. Smith outside. Clock at 6. Fades. Here's O'Neal. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. And the Trailblazers lead by 13. San Antonio calls timeout. You look at Scottie Pippen. He's really been playing well.
He's on fire. They needed to put their heads together to figure out how to get the ball out of his hands.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Guys, thank you. I got a chance to hear what Greg Popovich was saying to his team. He told them that they simply have to step up, saying if we don't make a move now, it's going to be too late. Give them everything you've got. Kevin?
And thanks for that story, Doris. Robinson's checked in for San Antonio. Duncan comes in for Rose. Now, here is Robinson. The dish to Duncan. Duncan left side. Shot is off. Nice defense from Wallace.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question. And that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead.
Johnson outside. Right side Robinson. Pass to Ellie. Spurs passing it around. Johnson for 3. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Portland leading by 13. Off the inbound. And it's Smith missing.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots just have not dropped for him today.
Ellie against Pippen. Ellie kicks to Johnson. Pass to Ellie. He feeds it to Duncan. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Just absolute domination in this one for Duncan. 13 points, and he's come away with 2 steals as well. He's blown up some plays out there.
It shows you what an intelligent defender he can be on the ball. He really understands the game.
And he makes the first. And the Spurs making a change here. Porter's checked in. so he makes both from the line. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
Now, a severe lack of awareness on his part. He had no idea he was near the out-of-bounds line.
Here's Ellie. Porter passes to Elliott. Kicks it to Porter. Elliott a screen on Stoudemire. Pass to Duncan. Releases from 15. And it's Portland with the rebound. Wallace has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So accurate.
Such a solid performance for them inside. The rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
Now here's Pippen. Smith outside. Feeds to Wallace. Shot clock at 5. Outside Pippen. The tray. And that is good. And the Trailblazers lead by 14.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Porter with it. Now Stoudemire defending. The pass to Ellie. Shoots from the corner. And he knocks down the jumper. Trailblazers leading by 12. Now a timeout called by Portland.
He did not look too happy about some of the things he saw on the court. So I would expect some changes here.
I think it's the right move, quite honestly. I mean, they just didn't look sharp or at their best out there. So take the timeout and give yourself a chance to regroup.
Stoudemire dishes to Wallace. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. And here's Porter. Back to Duncan. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam. I like that they're taking it inside and taking advantage of each opportunity, Clark, to chip away at the deficit.
Yeah, and doing it with the dunk is a major energizer, too. Gets the momentum going.
Yeah, and I think the interior defense, as good a job offensively as we saw, the defensive presence was almost non-existent. They may see this lead disappear if they continue to give up those easy points.
Here's Pippen after the basket by San Antonio. 6 on the shot clock. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Ellie kicks to Porter. There's the 3. Gets it to go.
Something's starting to click for this team, guys. You can feel it. The three-pointers are dropping. Their offense is flowing.
They've had a great second half from long range.
Trailblazers leading by 9. Now Pippen. Smith outside. Fires the 3. That falls. Ace speed that time from Scottie Pippen. And 11 points for Smith.
Well, Kevin, probably his greatest value lies in his tremendous three-point shooting. When he's out on the perimeter, it gives them the ability to really stretch the defense out.
And, you know, he is an extremely skilled player attacking off the dribble, too. I mean, he's got a great pull-up jumper as well, Steve.
Spurs trail by 12. Duncan left side. The baseline jam. And the Spurs scoring again. Stoudemire with the ball.
I like the call. I thought the defense was moving there.
Yeah, I think he slid underneath. Good blocking call that trip.
The feed to Pippen. Floats one, and the shot is good. Pippen's got 20. Spurs trail by 12. Porter passes to Ellie. A minute 50 left here in the fourth quarter. He kicks to Porter. He dishes it to Robinson. And that one's good. Duncan. 21 points in the game.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
There's a minute 40 left in the fourth quarter. Smith dishes to Wallace. Stoudemire outside. Passes it to Pippen. Poked away. Stoudemire against Porter. He passes it to Robinson. That's blocked. 1:15 left to play here in the fourth. Backing down is Pippen. Here is Elliott. Takes the lead pass. And that one's good by Porter. .59 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Stoudemire outside. Outside Pippen. Back to Stoudemire. 6 to shoot. Dishes to Pippen. Smith. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Again, the miss by Pippen.
Probably time to just say it, guys. This game is over.
I think you're right on target there.
Here's Porter. Almost, but it rolls out.
Couldn't convert, but nice little two-man game there.
And it wouldn't surprise me to see them go back to that the next trip.
The dish to Wallace. Wallace left side. Pass to Smith. Back to Wallace. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
Just a little bit more for these fans to cheer.
Leaps for it, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
Just got a little careless on that pass. They should be able to connect on those.
Get open, get open!